Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on CryptoGrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? Woof. And I do not have Instagram set up. I don't know that I feel like setting up Instagram. You think I should? They should be over here, right? What's going on, Knox Bill? I saw you hop on earlier, but I was still in the middle of doing stuff. And hello, Hutanic. Yeah, it's a wild conversation we were having. I've been saying it for a while. The conversation that I had with Ty Dolla was, we were talking about a different coin, right? And the information I was giving him was mostly about whatever coin. It's kind of like looking at tokenomics. What's in circulation? What's fully diluted value? You want to be as close to 100% as possible, right? And obviously there would be a scale that you would judge that by and all that good stuff, because there are a lot of projects out there that will do all kinds of things to make it seem like it's a small project, but it's not a small project. It's a big project, right? And then there are a whole bunch of coins sitting out there. That's why you have to look at who's holding the coins, like what wallets are holding the coins. So, different various tools like Deck Screener and stuff like that really come into play that can really help you out with that kind of stuff. So I was looking at that and sharing information about that stuff, and also sharing, hey, Joaquin, also sharing like what certain, just some tactics that are used. Like, you'll use a launch pad, launch a coin, then you'll buy everything of that coin. So instead of the launch pad selling the coin, you now control the coin, and then you deploy the coin to a whole bunch of bots, right? Like when you make your buy, you don't buy it with one account, you buy it with many accounts, right? And now you've got all the coin spread out, and mostly bots there. It's all spread out. And then you give it to these bots, and these bots just trade amongst themselves. Fake volume, fake activity, just, all that fakeness. So like some of these bots, they have the account set up and it looks like it's a real person, but it's not. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that. And of course, I start shooting, and Stitch wants to play. No, you want to play? Come over here. Come up here. No? Okay, go over there. Second I sit down and I want to start shooting, this guy decides, oh, I want to play. I want to play. This freaking guy. And he doesn't just come over and say, I want to play. He like boops you on the leg like, yo, it's time to play. You see this? You see what I have to deal with? You see this guy? Who's there? Go get him. I hope it's one of the kids. Yep. It's my daughter. So he'll be preoccupied with her for a while, so he won't bother us. But you see what I mean? So the particular project that we were looking at for him didn't have that issue. 100% tokenomics, got 132,000 buyers or whatever, or, owners. But even then, 132,000 owners? You know how bots work? Bots are very easy to set up. And you sprinkle a little bit of money in between them, and the money keeps going back to you. You're paying nominal fees, right? You're paying nominal fees to whatever platform, Solana, whatever. And that's where that comes in. So then fast forward to a conversation that Hutanic and I were having, because we always have conversations about different stuff. And then you have the whole Solana thing. And he pointed me to a video. And I was like, yeah, he's saying the same exact thing that I said, that a lot of people are saying. That we reported this, I want to say a few weeks ago, where somebody had come out with actual stats. A lot of the traffic seems to be from bots. Like they had numbers and everything. A lot of the traffic seems to be coming from bots. There are a lot of drop transactions. There's a lot of fake volume. And that's Solana. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, yeah. And that's not even talking about their network gremlin, right? Like everything else, okay, whatever. We understand the game. We understand the game. You got to do what you got to do to, to get out there, right? But you sit back and you're just like, wow. What are you saying, kind sir? Actually, let me put this on the other side. I don't like looking down to my left. That's better. That's mucho bettero. Let's put that over there, put you over there. Okay, so we've got, obviously, these communities in some spaces are not getting how the chain works or getting questions answered. You give a lot of credit. You give an amazing amount of credit. I don't know that they're asking the right questions. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're actually seeing people ask the right questions, doing the right research, understanding basics. I don't know. And then think about this. When you say communities, well, they're counting the bots because they actually, 9 times out of 10, you don't know what's a bot and what's not. Some of these bots are really slick. They're a little bit more advanced. They can actually, drop notes in different places and make it seem like it's a real person on the other side. They've got a little bit of AI sprinkled in there. And then you start to realize, oh, wow, this is total BS. Yeah. And that's where that comes from. So I don't know, man. I hear what you're saying. I don't necessarily disagree, but you see what I mean? I don't know that I can give them that much credit. I don't know. And then so you're talking about, I think for me, the reason why I key in on Solana so much is because of Cardano. And some people will be like, why? It's because everything that Solana wants to be or pretends to be, Solana is. Solana is. Speed is there. Resiliency is there. Security is there. Low cost is there. True volume there. Even if you segmented out and you said, well, you segmented out the meme traffic from Solana. Solana still has other problems, right? But their meme traffic is hugely just inflated. Like I said, bots trading between bots. The example that I gave to Ty was bots are trading between themselves, creating traffic, creating volume, creating buzz, right? And then you have another set of bots that only sell. They only sell. So as the traffic picks up, you fire off a bot. You fire off a sell bot, a sell bot, a sell bot, a sell bot. So as they're driving up the price and people are getting in and getting in and getting in, now the sell bots are selling and people are wind up buying from the sell bots. And those bots are raking in the dough. Set up enough bots and you will not be able to tell that it's actually one person that's collecting all the money. It's not hard. That tech is not hard. At all. At all. So I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna muck around with that nonsense. I am not mucking around with that nonsense. So when I look at, like I said, I think there's an opportunity to make money on Solana. But I also recognize the risk, which is why I tell you guys, when the market starts going around, I'm dropping Solana and I'm dropping all of the meme coins on Solana. Solana first, meme coins second. Boom. And I mean immediately second. Immediately. ASAP. Quick. Like Quicksilver. Like the Flash. That kind of thing. Not understanding Cardano can be explained why they don't want USDC. Clawbacks are not possible on Cardano. Cardano does not want Circle liquidity on chain. Circle's got a lot of issues. That's why I keep telling people, I'm going to look at Tether. For certain things, I use Tether. I don't use Circle a lot. I don't use it a lot, at all. One transaction, maybe per month, maybe. Whereas everything else, well, I'm going to flip it to Tether and then boom, I'm off to the races. That's if I want, right? Depends on what coin is cheapest for a given transaction. Again, do your own research, know your entries and exits, invest deliberately. So I'm paying attention to oh, I want to do this transaction. How do I get there to do that transaction? And then when I want to exit out of that, out of that stance, what do I have to do on the way back out? My way in is not necessarily my way out. When you first get into crypto, that's immediately what you think. Oh, well, I bought it like this. I'm going to be able to sell it like that. And then when you really start to learn, you start to realize, well, there are several ways I can buy it, and there are several ways I can sell it. And sometimes the way that I can buy it is greater than the number of ways that I can have to sell it. These are things that you don't necessarily, learn. You kind of have to pick it up. Hello, Paula. So you pay attention to what you can do, what you can't do, and all that good stuff. That's why we have the GMB3. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and invest deliberately. So there's that. My mother told me I should write a book on all three. So we already have the book on number 1, right? Do your own research. And she's saying, well, know your entries and know your exits. There are so many things that go into knowing your entries, know your exits, that she's like, you should write a book on that. Make it a series. Here, and here's the GMB3 as a book series. Boom. And I was like, wow, Mom's smart. I should probably do that. Because each one of those pieces is not a simple little thing. Each one of those pieces is actually a bigger thing. We've just made it easy for you by putting it into the GMB3 and just saying, here are the 3 key points you need to know. But each one of those key points is like, poof, these are all the elements that go into those. So I can see why she's suggesting it. Right? So yeah, I mean, and I probably will. I'll probably give it some thought and sit down and say, okay, so what do I mean by, well, I know what I mean by entries and exits. But then how do I explain that to people? And then it becomes a larger thing, right? Learn how to do your own research as a class. So I would make them into classes, something like, I'll figure it out. But yeah, there's a lot that happens. There's a lot that goes on that, we've got to pay attention to. And taking deep dives into coins is one of the things that we have to pay attention to. Like, it's a serious thing. And I fear that a lot of people are not doing it. They're not taking deeper dives into the coins that they're interested in. Understanding the tokenomics of it, understanding, not buying off of FOMO and hype and all that stupid stuff, and not reacting to, to FUD for certain projects, and, again, investing deliberately. And investing deliberately is not a small thing either. It's, understand what you're investing in, yourself, assets, businesses, whatever it is, investing deliberately. So there's a lot to take in. Key themes for this week: technology advancements, as usual, regulatory updates, financial results and investments, strategic partnerships, and market trends and dynamics. So partnerships, I think the biggest partnership that caught my attention was Shiba Inu and Chainlink. That was the biggest one, because, who would have expected? Who would have expected that? Insane. Absolutely insane. Folks, I've got to step away for like 2 minutes because Stitch did something and I got to get to it real fast. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So I was bad. I had burned a fire last night and had vacuumed it all up, put it into a bag, put the bag over to the side. And I don't know if you can tell, but it got a little smoky because Stitch got into the bag. So I had to make sure he was okay. And then get back to you guys. So, okay, what did I miss? I found USDM on Exodus. I don't know what USDM is. I am about to do a test from Cardano, USDM to Exodus. Oh boy, if it works, that will make me happy. USDM is asset backed like USDT. Nice. But is it 100% asset backed is the question, because USDT is not. What else is there? Hey, 8 Paws, how are you? I have two dogs. Oh my God. Yeah. But it wasn't his fault. I mean, I cleaned out the fireplace, put the bag over there when I should have put it in the garage, right? Because, didn't fill the bag. But so he was like, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's in the bag? So a mess. Had to make sure that he didn't eat any of it. Because he had some on his face. And so I wanted to make sure he was all right. It seems like Chainlink is partnering with lots of other entities lately. Should I be paying more attention to that? 8 Paws, yes. Probably send USDC on Stellar Network to Coinbase. Much cheaper than using ETH. Oh, heck yeah. Heck to the yeah. I am fine, thanks. Thank you for asking. Wow. So, looking at Cardano, Cardano's got a lot going on. So Cardano wants to make a lot of moves, but Chainlink is already making moves. If you look at now, Hutanic, I want you to pay attention to this and what I'm saying. Stitchy. See, this is what I get. So Cardano's making a lot of moves, but Chainlink is making a lot of moves. Cardano wants to be interoperable across many chains. Chainlink is already doing that. Chainlink is doing the same thing, but they're kind of doing it for different reasons, right? Chainlink is doing it mainly because they want you to connect to their data feeds and have your dApps rely on their data. They're trying to get there before the competition gets there. And Cardano is doing it so that you can also spread across, trade your coin across different blockchains. Same thing, different use cases, both very, 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 very good. Chainlink is just seriously firing on all cylinders. Like seriously firing on all cylinders. Chainlink is EVM and Cardano, yeah, I get it. I know that. And it's going to be cheaper to do it over there, which is why I think that's why they're saying, well, they're two different things. One is for, DeFi, dApp development, data connectivity. And the other one is probably going to be leveraged for transactions, like more transaction based versus just, data based and that kind of stuff. Do you see this? You guys see this, right? It's not just me. You're a big baby. Gimme. Get down. Gimme. All right. As he wants to play. He absolutely wants to play. He must have just had something to eat. It's a pain in the tail. But yeah, so I'm looking at Cardano and let me put it to you this way. I would invest in both because Cardano's doing something different than Chainlink, right? Both are aimed toward interoperability, and that's the point that I'm looking for. I'm looking for big interoperability. Is there going to be a single coin for them all? No. I firmly disagree with that. That's not going to be the case. There's not going to be one coin to serve everything. There are going to be several coins that do multiple things, and this set of coins do this set of coins do this set of coins do that. And then Bitcoin, totally different animal. That's what I'm expecting. But the movement of digital assets, yeah, I'm definitely looking at Cardano. Like, no doubt. Now, mind you, I'm one of those people that feel like all of the coins out there need an upgrade. Cardano's already on that kick. I think Chainlink needs to get on that kick. I need to go read up like what's on your roadmap. What's on your roadmap? Right? Just wondering, just asking for a friend. But yeah, UTXO, far better, far cheaper, far faster. Just saying. But you're gonna want that Chainlink interoperability for completely different reasons. I want access to that data that huge amount of data that they have access to, so I can build it into my dApps. Yeah, floppy ears. BTC, Doge, Litecoin need Cardano. Oh my God, you are so right. They need Cardano so bad, but kind of look at it like this. Do I really care about Doge? Personally, not even close. Not even close. People already using Litecoin, they're already using it. It is what it is. Could they benefit from that kind of connection? Sure. Bitcoin? Yeah, I don't care. Bitcoin to me is not a transactional kind of coin. It's a value kind of coin to me. So I'm not subscribing to all that. I'll subscribe to the Litecoin. I think, and you can expand that list like tremendously, right? There are a lot of coins that would stand to get into bed with Cardano. There are a lot of coins that would just do far better if they were connected with Cardano. That said, Litecoin is not a coin that I care about. It's not a coin that I actually worry about. Doge is not a coin that I care about. It's not a coin that I'm worried about. Do I have a bag? Of course I have a bag. Do I have a bag of Litecoin? No. Used to. Way back in the day. But now? Yeah, nah. Bitcoin, like I said, I don't look at Bitcoin with the same goggles that I look at the altcoins. It's a completely different animal. Completely different use case. Like when I sit back and I look at all these projects, we want to make, Bitcoin stronger, better, bigger, blah, 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 add, development to it. It is what it is. Why do you keep messing with it? You want to do all that stuff? There are other coins that can do that. Hey, boo. There's my puppy. So yeah, it's one of those things. That's what I look at. So, is there a lot of stuff you could do with Bitcoin? Yeah, but it's not that and don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm a Bitcoin purist. I'm not. I just recognize that Bitcoin is a completely different animal than all the other coins that are out there. I mean, what's the number? No, it's a different coin than all the other ones out there, period. Even Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, see, I would say that. I would rather talk about Bitcoin Cash for that, right? Because that was the whole point of Bitcoin Cash. That was the difference. They only survive if they use direct bridge to Cardano, UTXO for programmability. Link has a bigger customer base. I want you to think about that, right? And we probably have different thoughts on this. For me, I could care less if a coin dies. You didn't survive. Survival of the fittest. It doesn't survive. All right, go away. I don't want to prolong your crappy blockchain. I have zero interest. Right? There comes a point where you're going to have X number of coins that will survive. And you're going to have X number of coins that just fall the heck off. Period. Survival of the fittest. Gimme. Because he always wants to play. So, I'm not worried about them falling off. I don't care about their survivability or anything else like that. That's why I do my own research, because I want to know, do I think, there's a lot that goes into doing your own research. Do I think this coin is going to be a part of the future? Period. Hands down. If I do, How much do I think it'll make? Will it make enough for me to create a slot to make money off of it? So some coins I'm kind of like, yeah, I hope they survive. Other coins I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't care. Like Doge, I don't care. I don't care. Litecoin, yeah, I hope they survive. Doge, don't care. Bitcoin Cash, kind of hope they survive. It's kind of like an unsung, crypto. But if you look at the volume of Bitcoin Cash, look, yo, they're doing stuff. Yo, NH, what's going on? Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the community. I traded all my Doge for XRP before XRP popped. Lucky move? I don't think that was a lucky move. No, sir. I don't think that was a... You do your own research and you had a gut feeling. So you did it. You executed. Not mad about that. Not mad about that at all. I think that's an awesome move. I just think that what you're calling lucky, I'm calling you're kind of more in tune than most. NH, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're glad to be here. I'm very happy about that. I see NH, and I'm sorry, I know they're not together, but I think New Hampshire. And this is Stitchy because he wants to play. Oh, he heard something upstairs, but he's like, "No, I'm gonna go get my toy." So I don't know. When I'm doing my tokenomics, there are certain things that lend themselves to looking at things from a mathematic perspective, and then there are other things that lend themselves to looking to, to kind of writing down what my gut says, right? So there's math, and then there's gut and research. If I'm doing research on an existing coin, then what is their community like? What's their tech? What's the reason that they're in the space? Who's number one in that particular space? Are they going to do something? Are they approaching it differently? Like, look at Pith. Pith is in the same space as Chainlink, same exact space as Chainlink. Chainlink is number one. Is Chainlink going to remain number one? I don't know. Pith can easily be said is number two. So would I invest in both of them? Yes. Yes, I would. Why? Pith has newer technology. That's why I said earlier, I need to do some reading to see if Chainlink is actually going to step up their game and show me that, hey, we're doing the research on, let's say, the effects of quantum computing or whatever else, right? And, how we can do better. We're working with, the Ethereum team, for certain things and yada, yada, yada. So that's what I look for. What you doing? Right? He's giddy because Santa Claus is coming. You know what? Paula, go stand in a corner. He's giddy because Santa Claus is coming. Oh my God. What is that, a mom joke? Oh, the nerve of some people. The nerve. But yeah, even though we're talking about Chainlink and Pith and certain other coins, we're really having a conversation about how you would look at other coins or how you could weigh other coins. And that's really what I'm trying to get at. So, the deals that I see that Chainlink is doing are the kind of deals that Cardano wants to get. Like, seriously. And you can't be upset about that. Chainlink is making moves, but a lot of Chainlink's moves, although similar to what Cardano wants to do, they're very specific in why they want to make those moves. They want people to leverage their cross-chain interoperability protocol as well as their cross-chain token protocol, right? So CCT and CCIP. Because they want dApps to leverage their data. That's what it winds up being. So if you cut a deal with them, you become like another chain that's interoperable with these other 12 chains. And that when you build on those chains, you get your dApp can maneuver around all of those chains. But it's the data that they're looking to move. not, just coin transactions. So there's a slight difference in what they're looking for. It's a learning curve. If we stick to it, then it becomes natural. Exactly. In 2020, I fell for a YouTube scam. It wasn't, I just want to put, it wasn't me. Just putting it there. It was not me. Send ADA and get double back. Holy, you sent 5,000 ADA. Then I realized, how do they know where to send? Yeah. I was so mad. Yep. I totally get it. Some lessons you learn the hard way. For me, there were lessons on trading. So if you look at number 2 in the GMB3, right, which is know your entries, know your exits, I got burned a couple of times. And that's why that is, a part of the GMB3. That's from like over 10 years ago that I learned those lessons. So when you're trading on an exchange, it's different than when you start trading from a non-custodial wallet. It's a different world. It's like you're direct. And at the time, I didn't know how to do that. And I burned some coin. It's not even that I sent it to somebody because I got scammed. I just burned my own coin. And it was like, oh, that was not fun. And you realize, what the hell? And that's when I first learned my entry is not necessarily my exit path. How's that sound? And certain things stick in your head, and that's what you get. But yeah, if you do your own research on a daily basis, you know how sometimes in my videos I talk about the rhythm of coins? You also get a rhythm for the news. In general, you get a rhythm for the news. You get to see what coins are reacting and not reacting to what's going on, and news that's around that coin, and then news specific to that coin, news specific to the coin space. So you start to get a rhythm. And so when you're looking at the numbers, you sit back and you can say, yeah, I think I'm gonna flip my Doge to XRP. Boom. Because you had a feeling. You're in the news all the time. You're doing your research all the time. You're gonna get little bugs like that. You're gonna get little, I should do this. Like the other day, I bought some Sui, and I was like, I want to buy more Sui. You should wait, sir. You should wait. You should wait to do that Sui deal. Relax. You'll be okay. So I waited. Next day, what happened? Went down further. Snatched Sui. Did I catch it all the way at the bottom? No. But did I catch it lower? Yes. Was I happy? Elated. Almost giddy like Stitch Paula. So yeah. And was it greed? For me, it wasn't greed. For me, it was ignorance. I was just looking to, do a trade, and I didn't know how to do a trade. And at the time, here's another thing that I learned. I was also dumb enough to do my whole chunk instead of saying, no, I think I'm going to take a little bit and see how that trade goes. And then I'll commit to the larger amount. Yeah, I was dumb. I was that level of stupid. I was that, aluminum hat wearing stupid back then. So there was, and the information that abounds now, that wasn't available back then. You don't have people like me having a show on YouTube telling you what to do, telling you how to do it, teaching you how to do it. Not telling you what to do, but teaching you how to do stuff. Yeah, that wasn't a thing back then. There was the wild, wild west. Weehaw! That's what that was. You were wild billing everything. Yup. So that was a lot of fun learning that way, but you learn and you get it. I just figured Doge only has $1 top. I don't even think Doge has $1 top. I mean, going forward. I mean, could it reach that? Maybe. Do I have more confidence in other coins? Yes. Do I think I can still make money from Doge? Also, yes. So, do I think it's going to hit its all-time high? I do actually think that it's going to hit its all-time high. So you have that point, but it's kind of like, whatevs. You get to a point where you're kind of like when I was looking at something, somebody said, "Oh, you really got to get into that," and I said, the number that was given to me, oh, it's going to 3x. And I started looking at what I'm already invested in that I'm expecting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10x. Because I have confidence that they're going to do it versus this new meme this new coin that I'm kind of like, you ain't doing nothing. You're a meme. You're not doing jack. Do I really think you're going to 3x it? Maybe. Maybe. But these other coins, I've been doing my research and I definitely think they're going to do it. So yeah, I'm not going to make a slot for that. Because now I can actually compare apples to apples. I can actually say, well, what's your GMBX factor? What's your all-time high? Like there are numbers that I can go through and then I can just ask my gut, well, is it worth me moving? So because it was like, oh, put some money in and you could, triple your bucks. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm already in things that I can triple my bucks. Like I'm looking at Sui and I'm like, it could triple from here. Shiba Inu. Oh, for real. Like there are just other coins that I'm just like, yeah, I'll be over there. I could do that. Right. And have real traffic and not have to worry about the timing of getting out of that coin. I don't want to have to work too hard, I had a Twitter user, X, convince me to send ETH to a fake bot service. I had to tell them I had investors that wanted to do a deal. They wanted to see if I could get my current money back first. Got my money back. I scammed them back. Nice. Nice. Some people are new at scamming. They're green. They don't know the game. It happens. That's why, when I look at certain things, getting involved in certain things, like my mom asked me, about this meme, that meme, and I'm like, yeah, no, you're not touching memes. You don't know that space yet, so no. It's my mom, I can tell her. So yeah, nah. Like I don't muck around with too many memes. If you want to muck around with memes, these are the only ones that I can actually say A-OK to for right now, but you're going to have to watch them as we move forward so that you know when to get the hell out. And don't be afraid to get out if you make 10, 20, 30%. Because you wouldn't make that in the bank. So if you caught so the market is lower, right? The market's at like what? I don't have the screen up right now, so I have to look on the phone. Bitcoin's at 95,493. Ethereum's at 3,300. Right? XRP is at 221. BNB is at 654. It's not a huge dip. Like I don't sleep on BNB either. I will say this about Doge. Doge right now is 31 cents. I think the other day, wasn't it like 26 or something like that? So 26 cents the other day, yesterday, or something like that, something around that number. And even at 31 cents, Doge was just at 40 cents a few days ago. So that's what? A 30% jump if it goes back to 40. Will it go back to 40? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty doggone sure of that. So yeah, I'd do it for 30%. I'd do it. Right? If I just wanted to do a get in, get out type deal, I would definitely do it. Why not? There is so much bot service that it's automatic. You have to set parameters in a real bot. I think people are throwing around the word bot too much, right? Real bots react to situations and things like that. Otherwise, you're just setting parameters in a normal trade routine, stop gaps and all that stupid stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I think people use the word bot too much. A bot's going to react to a market and do things specifically. A real bot. Yeah, but when people say, bot for this and a bot for that and bot, I'm just like, oh, please stop saying the word bot. Just please. Your case, you're actually saying the right thing, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like so many people out there, oh, bots and bot. You don't know what a bot does. You're going to get burned. You're going to get burned. I'm not trying to set up a bot to do automatic trades for me. I will create a trade and then have stop gaps and stop losses, all that stupid stuff. That's what I'll do. That's not a bot. I'm setting parameters of operation. At this point, sell because I've made a certain amount of money. At this point, sell because I don't want to lose any more money that I've lost. Those are just parameters of operation. That's all. And you figure out like how much money do you want to make. So that's why I like manual trading, because that's why my number of slots is not huge. Like we've got some big baggers out there that have like 100 different slots, 100 different bags, 70, 50. Like they've got like big numbers of bags. I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to manage that much. I'm not trying to manage that much. I don't have the time to be able to manage that much to the level at which I want to manage. So there's that. But just stuff. So what happened this week? We had Cardano's blockchain tokenizing Argentina's lithium. Yeah, they were chosen by lithium miners to tokenize their products. What? Yeah, that's not small. Injective is partnering with Sonic to collaborate on cross-chain AI agents. Yeah, because they want to get into DeFi. Have you looked around at the number of projects that started off doing this and now they want to get into the hot thing? So now they're into RWA, they're into AI, they're into, D-pins. They're just starting to get into stuff. So now you want to get into DeFi? Is that really your space, Injective? I don't know if that's your space. Wasn't Injective gaming? This bot service claimed to use bots for ETH prices across exchanges. Yeah, don't fall for it. Yeah. Don't fall for that. Yeah, that's exactly it. CoinMarketCap gives you a good average number. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, they're giving you a good view into, what exchanges have X coins, price point at. Their exchanges even use CoinMarketCap for their numbers. So, and CoinGecko, and a couple others. But I'm sitting back and I'm going, even IOHK, when you look at Lace Wallet, they're using CoinGecko. Aha. They're using CoinGecko. What else happened this week? SEC approves Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, meaning the merged ETFs. So one ETF for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. That was okay. India's ITAT rules that pre-2022 crypto is subject to capital gains tax. Like, huh? Yeah, they use Link. Yeah, too far. Just too far. The number of things out there that you have to pay attention to once you get into the bot land. Wow. It's a ridiculous amount. It's a ridiculous amount that you have to pay attention to. And you want to pay very close mind to what's going on in that bot space. And when you're researching a project, you probably want to do research on, how much traffic is by bots. You might be able to pick that up by, how many. I mean, because the problem with it is that there are so many bots out there, and they're not just controlling one bot. They're bot farms, hundreds and hundreds of bots that they're running to do specific things. Remember, scamming is a big business. Running bot farms, big business. even legit bots, that, companies that are creating the technology so that you can run your own bot to like do stuff. Even legit bots, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of bot traffic. Of course, the bulk of the stock exchanges, they're computer driven, right? Those are bots. So you've got to pay attention to what's going on in a given space, all that other good stuff. Because I think it's really become just a battle of bots. Like if you go to pump.fun at the top, I think on the top left-hand side, they have coins going like this, bumping each other because they're pumping up the coins. I'm just like, yeah, it's just fake traffic. There's a lot. When the market explodes, these scams come out like mad. Yep. They really, really do. They come out in droves. In droves. They give you so much that you have to pay attention to that it's not even funny. Right? What other news did we have that kind of made me look forward? Ripple's RLUSD came out. So immediately following the NYDFS, New York Department of Financial Services, came out with their approval. RLUSD just kind of a big deal. Marathon and Hut 8 invest like $1.6 billion in Bitcoin. Institutional inflows hit record highs over the past week. Oh, excuse me. Over the past week, you can actually see that most of the ETFs had outflows, not BlackRock. BlackRock is backing up everything that they're doing with the other funds that they have. BlackRock's got a plan. BlackRock has got a plan. Why is RLUSD over $1? I haven't even looked at it, man. I'll take your word for it. I have not even looked at it. I don't know. I don't think the math is mathing right now. So the best thing to do would be, what's the exchange at the highest rate for RLUSD? What exchange has it at the lowest rate? Do I have an account on any one of those exchanges so I can play the money? Like back in the day, that's how we used to play the money. Right? So let's suppose, it's really high on, let's say, gate.io, and it's really low. I mean, I don't think it's traded there, but really low on like a Coinbase or Gemini. Oh, excuse me. You look at Coinbase and Gemini, and you go, oh, I'm going to buy it low here, flip it over there, and sell it. And depending on how much the transaction fee is, I might make money. And before I do the transaction, I'm going to figure out, well, how much money am I going to make? Because when it goes back to $1, that would hurt. It would hurt when it goes back to $1 unless you bought it low and you're selling it high. It only hurts if you're left holding that higher than $1 value when the music stops playing. So you're looking at that. Crypto.com extends its relationship with Formula One for all that stuff, all that marketing. They also partner with Deutsche Bank to support Asia Pacific operations. That's a big deal, to offer institutional asset management. That's huge, right? Crypto.com has been making a lot of moves as well. Demand for Bitcoin increases from institutions in a major fashion. So something else we got to pay attention to. Oh, sorry for yawning so much. Folks are buying it high, if you can believe that. Oh, I believe it. Because they're so sadly mistaken. They think that it's another coin. They don't understand. It's a stable coin. I think when it first came out, somebody was saying that, there was an RLUSD that was $10. What? I hope they got the contract right, because that sounds like a bogus coin, but I don't know. Imagine $10. What are you smoking? It's a stable coin. Why would I do that? But while those other exchanges have it high, I would absolutely do the math on what would be, the exchange rate, what would be my fees, all that. Can I still make money, off of a trade, buying it low and selling it high until that deal goes away? Like, how much more money is it? Is it $1.05? Like, what is it? Because for every penny that goes up, you're looking at that percentage gain. But yeah, I'm not touching RLUSD. They have a long way to go before I would touch it. A long way to go. Yep. That would do as much damage as Luna Dollar losing his peg. Like, I don't know how it goes high, but that's not my problem. If I'm going to make money, I'm going to make money. If it's legal, I'm all about it. Buy it for 95 cents over here, sell it for $1.05 over there. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that increase. Not a problem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's like, what, 10%? Yeah, I'll gladly take that. Or 15% rather. Okay, so NH, you're new, so the way we do things is, if you want to talk about a coin, we need to know its market cap, we need to know its market ranking, we need to know what it does, right? And so we don't, because we don't like, because otherwise it sounds like we're shilling coins. So you didn't know that. You're brand new. And ICP is a particular topic that everybody that's in the community knows. I can't stand ICP. There's my insight. I don't think Hutanic likes it either. That would not be me, I'll tell you that. Would not be me. I don't like its tokenomics. I don't like anything that ICP has going on. Like NH, like, what do you like about ICP? What do they do that you think you have an interest in? So were you wondering if you should buy it, and that's why you were asking? Nothing to be sorry about. Absolutely nothing to be sorry about. You get somebody new in the community, they don't know how we do things, so we try to explain it to them so that they do know how we do things. So imagine, how many people have hopped on here. There have been a couple of people that were straight up shilling coins, and I blocked them. Other people just didn't know, the rules around asking about coins, which is honest, right? And you can tell when it's honest, but I always take that opportunity because not everybody chats. So we could have a whole bunch of new people that are new to the community that aren't in chat mode, and they're just listening and learning, hopefully. And so we try to say it so that, they understand too. But yeah, ICP is one of those projects. Yeah, nah. I mean, it's not at the level of a Justin Sun, because I won't touch anything that Justin Sun touches. Like Tron. Yeah, won't catch me playing with that. Will not catch me playing with that. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, before you start thinking about things, before you start talking about things, you want to, well, what are its tokenomics? What are the basics about this coin? Well, how many coins are circulating versus how many coins make up its fully diluted value? And then you start realizing, they're at 50% of the coins are still held by insiders. Oh, well, I'm not going to like that. And you start to develop your checklist of things that you're looking at when you start doing your own research on a given coin or project. So, honestly, I'm noticing everyone is doing videos on it. The only thing I saw of interest was the hack proof for website, but that's it, literally. Yeah, no, I would not. There's no way in the world I would ever tell anybody to get into ICP, ever. And I think people that are talking about ICP from a oh yeah, it's a good platform. It's good this, good that. I think they're just shilling a coin. I think they're just shilling, and and it's because of them that I have those rules about when we talk about coins, because because I don't want to be seen as I'm shilling a coin. You're most welcome. Never want to be seen as, we're shilling a coin. What else is there? But yeah, pay attention to tokenomics. How many insiders, have still hold the coin? Do they, is the project still holding a lot of coins? What's its release date or release process for releasing those coins? Introducing them to the wild. How long is that going to be? All that good stuff. And ICP just, for some strange, it just does not do it for me. And then when I look at the potential for ICP, I'm like, it's no better. Like, it's in some cases, it's not even close to some of the other coins that I already have. Like look at all the coins, all of the new coins in the top 20. They made moves. ICP, I'm not so. Yeah, like, look at Sui. Look at Toncoin even. I would sell ICP for Sol if that. And we're not Sol fans. We're not Solana fans. I mean, I think I can make money off of Solana, so I still have a bag. But, yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying is, like, we're not big on Sol, so I'd rather have Sol than ICP. For sure. For sure. Just saying. So, yeah. But take notes. Sometimes we'll get into it about specific coins, and sometimes we'll get into it at a theoretical level, like, what's the higher level process that can be applied across coins. Make note of that. And how long have you been in the game? Like, what kind of questions do you have? And don't be afraid to ask questions, because you have a lot of big baggers that will answer the questions. Like, I don't have all the answers, but some of these big baggers, they got way more answers than me. And some of them are coin centric. Like, they're into other coins, but they have this one favorite coin that they've taken a seriously deep dive into. Like some of them, like Cardano or XRP or whatever, and they've taken deep dives into those coins. Yes, they have other coins, but those are the ones that they go deep into. So yeah, strategic partnerships. We've got Shelby American creating Shelbyverse, running on VeChain. Like, what? That caught me by surprise. Bitgate secures Bitcoin service provider license in El Salvador. That was interesting to me. Bitcoin demand increasing is a big deal. Meme coin markets decreasing. More than interesting to me. Oh, excuse me. So you've got a lot. You've got a lot of stuff that happened over the past week. That when I look forward, I'm just looking at my notes. When I look forward, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Like, I fully expect that this week we'll have, the government won't shut down. Things will start to perk up, and we'll be back on course. And back on course meaning back above $100,000 for Bitcoin, all coins picking back up. I mean, look at Ethereum. It could be a good point to pick up on Ethereum. It could be a good point to pick up on Bitcoin. There's a lot of stuff going on. Right? So that's kind of what I'm paying attention to with that. Trying to see if there was any other big news that I was looking at. Hong Kong, redoing its tax framework. Hong Kong wants to be a huge hub. Hong Kong, Dubai, UAE, they all want to be huge hubs. You want to know? I'm predicting that South America will be a huge hub. I'm predicting South America will become a huge hub, and it's because they're not fighting against crypto. The International Monetary Fund wants to fight against crypto. The European Union wants to fight against crypto. Except now with the United States moving toward crypto, that's going to be a problem for for countries that are looking against crypto. Right? Countries that are, doing everything with CBDCs, that's going to be a problem because you're going to spend all that time and all that money developing a CBDC, and the United States isn't going to play with that. They're going to be like, you want to do business with us, it's going to be the dollar. And under the new regime, I seriously doubt if a CBDC will actually come to fruition. I don't think so. Because they're about crypto, not a CBDC. You're right, Hutanik. I think 2025 is going to be awesome. It could be a rough start, but I do think it's going to be awesome. So if we were to really play it out, I think it's going to be Q1 that we're going to hit a bump after the inauguration. I'm probably going to be looking to sell a bit. Probably not everything, but I'm going to probably be looking to sell a bit leading up to or just after the inauguration, and then waiting for that dip to hit to buy in with it. And what I'm talking about is I'm going to be looking to shave anywhere between 10 and 20% off of my whole bag. Off of all my bags, I'm probably going to want to shave 10 to 20%. And then what I'll do is I'll wait for the next dip, and then I'll buy in on that next dip. But I think that the coming week is actually going to be a good week. We actually might see this week crypto recover to a point that's higher than it was. So I'm predicting that this week, next week, we could actually see 110 for Bitcoin. Can we see 4,000 for Ethereum? Not sure. Do I think there are other coins that if Bitcoin does that they will X? Yes. Sui being one of them. Doing that on 1-to-1 on my dump bag to Pax G, then redeploy 2-1. Yep. Now, question for you, Hutanik. Like, how are you snatching your Pax G? Are you snatching it, using Trust? Like, where are you going to snatch your Pax G? I had been wanting to ask you that for a while. Because I know somebody that snatched up Pax G on using Trust Wallet. So I'm just curious. Another big one, MicroStrategy adding over 15,350 Bitcoin, raising its holdings to a flat 439,000 Bitcoin. Wow. Uniswap and Exodus, thank you. I thought you would say that. Uphold has it. Do I have an account on Uphold? I don't know that I have an account on Uphold. Don't know. But I would definitely use Uniswap. I have no problem using Uniswap. Not at all. Definitely do that. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. And do me a favor. I want you guys to go check out GMB TV, our coin. It's picked up a little bit. I haven't touched it. I bought what I was going to buy. Saw some trades. Did some trades. Just trying to let it organically grow up. Kind of organically do its thing. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. If you can, become a big bagger, because big baggers get a lot of benefits. So it'd be smart for you to become a big bagger. Other than that, I just want you to enjoy the rest of your day. You know what I mean? Just chill. I'm doing some moves tonight. Might buy that GMBX. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a good one. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your time with me and your trust.